Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be continuing our alternate future of Europe series. And I'm recording this 8 days ago. So yeah, because I'm somewhere away from the camera for that week. Yep. And one of the first things that happens is Russia declares war on Poland. Oh god, I didn't realize how big Russia got. It's either going to be the last stand against tyranny, or it's going to be one of the many to come fights against tyranny with success, or it's going to be a loss to tyranny, but usually tyranny never wins. Russia declared war on that, which led to everybody entering the war, which led to this. The Roman Empire, which stretches from Africa, North Africa, to here, up into England. Then we have Yugoslavia, Hungary, Romania aligning themselves with it. Other nations may join or may not. With some of the first fighting breaking out by the Russians in Poland. Why Poland, of any place? With Russia starting a campaign in the south and center of the country. With a campaign into England starting, which takes out Wales into the UK. But yeah. But as this is happening, the Germans make a push into the Roman Empire. The smaller nations are fighting, but not much. Germany is one of the stronger nations along with the Ottoman Empire and Sweden and Finland. The weaker nations include Albania, Bulgaria, and Greece, and the places in the British Isles. But the Roman Empire's capital is Bordeaux, just to let you know, because it moved, remember, from Paris to there. So yeah. And with the war against tyranny being a fail, with the British Isles falling. But let's look at the successes so far brought on by them against tyranny. They include the fall of Iran and invasions into southern Russia. They also include some advances in the Yugoslavia, but at this point the German offensive towards Paris, towards Bordeaux, failed. And Germany got routed out of those lands. Which now Hungary and Yugoslavia and Italy meet up, which is really a part of the Roman Empire. And they move up into the Rhine. They set up a defensive at the Rhine. As Russia, let's see how far Russia moved in while all this happened in Poland. Well, they moved to here for sure. And into the north. What did Hungary do to Czechia? They did this to Czechoslovakia. With Romania advancing into Bulgaria. With the democracies seeming to fail in this war. With Russia moving into Finland successfully. Because they actually planned for it, unlike in our timeline. With them basically telling every nation, if you don't fight back against them, they're going to come for you in the future. So every nation that hasn't been aligned yet has joined a side. But yeah, at the end, the treaty will make Europe unrecognizable if tyranny wins. With Germany losing control and getting pushed in on most sides. With Germany's defensive failing, and the offensive by the Ottomans into the Balkans have finally failed. With failure after failure after failure, making it likely that the Moscow Pact will take the W in this war. And yeah. With the Moscow's Pact's failures being severe. Successes, I mean. With Moscow taking out Crete and Greece. About to fall. With most of Bulgaria having fallen. except its capital, Constantinople, which used to be Istanbul, used to be Constantinople, but then they changed it again back to the name. With Russia being, oddly, routing them on a different side than they're routing. With the Ottoman Empire being in decline on two fronts, with the failures of the European Defensive Pact being severe, to the point where Europe is being taken over by tyranny, guys. Tyranny. Whatever you want to call it. With the Ottomans just collapsing. And yeah. With the Romans sending forces into Israel. With alignment, basically. Tyranny has taken out the southern front. Tyranny moving the rest of the way through Poland. After losing its south and west, Germany has finally built a defensive line. Although not to Moscow, but really it's the North German Federation left. Of Germany, if you think of it. And look, even Finland is losing. Tyranny is winning. If backs weren't turned to tyranny when they went against the Ottomans, maybe the world would have had a different ending. To Germany falls. Finland, which was a power in this alliance, is on the ground, on its knees. First time it hasn't stalemated with Russia, it's on its knees. And Sweden and Norway is all that's left, but they refuse to surrender, as tyranny is evil, basically. And they give a new name to this name. The successful evil axis. With the good guys losing officially after the small pocket falls. But chances are guerrilla warfare is going to continue in a lot of stuff. With the world being shifted from good to bad quickly. With Iceland being the last stronghold and fighting to the end. With months passing, years passing, days passing. I don't know how long it takes. But it's probably 2120 by now. Yep. In this series, maybe even later. But let's come back after the treaty is ruled with an iron fist from Moscow. So it doesn't matter. Nobody has real say. To the point where even its allies, like the Balkans, have de facto, after the governments were installed by Russia after the war, de facto controlled. They're now a puppet. They made a puppet called the Balkans. There is total control in this world. You don't have any rights, basically, is what happened. Like, all their friends became puppets. The only free nation is no one. Because both nations are under total control by a state, right? So, the Roman Empire is completely controlling its citizens, while Russia is completely controlling most of Europe, in fact, with an iron fist. Any talk of freedom is completely pressed down. The world is ready for a change and they see it coming. Every time somebody speaks about change or about brutality in this world, they are disappearing. But nobody has a real say. Will people revolt? Or will the Roman Empire change its ideology? Who knows? Stay tuned for the next time. And also, remember, this is 8 days from when it was recorded. So the next video is going to be a while after, probably. So thank you for watching today's video. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. Bye, guys. Please subscribe. 1,000 subscribers is our goal. And next subscriber special. So get us there.